You motherfuckers better look and listen, pay attention, get to spitting like a calico weapon. The definition of microphone, get the tripping. How the last lyrical miracle cannibal is hitting. I step on when you fucking around with the animal, we dipping. Hungry for the beef.
All right, what's going on, everybody? So first and foremost, I want to point out, gotta know, how do y'all like the new intro that I was working on? I think it came out pretty good. I liked it. Wanted to see what everybody else was thinking. So the video that I'm going to be talking about, I know that other content creators have actually talked about the matchmaking changes that are coming up on the 15th. There was a reason why I waited till it got closer to it, because I had a feeling that there would be some additional changes and information that was going to be released. That's why I kind of waited a little bit to try to get a better picture and understanding of how the new matchmaking is going to be. And you can find this all this information on the metalstorm Discord channel, and it's under announcements on their Discord channel. So feel free to look at all this and the information that was released by them. We'll go into it from the beginning. Okay, so obviously, like I said, Matchmaker is going to be going live, or the new matchmaker changes, shall I say, are going to be going out on July 15th at about 2 p.m., which coincides with the new PvP season when that starts. So these changes will affect the matchmaking ranks, as well as the trophies, of course, as people have been talking about if you haven't been listening. So the way the current matchmaking, this has always been up for debate with a lot of people from what I've seen and heard. So the current matchmaking, it's based off of your trophy count. Take, for example, my ADV. It's at 1,125 trophies. So if we go to, let's say, my F-16 Falcon, I have 1,227 trophies. So currently, if I'm not mistaken, Matchmaker tries to put you up against players and match you up with players that are in your trophy count range. Now, what that exact range is from, like, I don't know if it goes off of the diamond status or what the case is, which as of right now, diamond status starts at 1,200 all the way up to 1,500. So obviously level 1 diamond is like 1,200 to 1,260. And then level 2, so on and so forth. That's how the current matchmaker, I believe, is how it works out. Now, the thing, if I'm not mistaken, the way that it works out right now, if you're in a full squad, you got a 5-man squad, it goes off of the person with the highest trophy count. I think that's a huge mistake. And now they may be changing this. I don't know, but they even said on their latest release or information release that was given out is that there are still changes that could happen down the road with matchmaking. So it's kind of like the upgrade 2.0. When that first came out, it didn't come out the greatest. There was a lot of pushback, a lot of I know of people that had left the game because of 2.0. I don't want people to think the same thing, that this is just another angle for metalstorm to start messing with people and whatever, and try to help out the higher tier players and stuff like that. I think the changes that they did when they realized the errors of their ways, pretty much with how upgrades were being done, they compensated us for it, for the silver that we had used, as well as made it more affordable and more cost effective for all player base to utilize the upgrade system to change your jets. And I still wish that they would put presets within the game for different game modes, such as like the priority target, TDM, air sub, things of that nature. Because if there's certain things that you'd like to tweak for jets for specific game modes, instead of having to go back and go to your upgrades and be like, okay, well, let me make my engine faster, or I want to have more agility, or whatever the case is. I want to have faster missiles, harder missiles, less aim assist, more aim assist, whatever the case is. It gives you that option for those game modes to just one click and you got it set. Now, granted, you do need to, that like scared the hell out of me. I think I got a subscriber on Twitch. That made me jump. That's hilarious. I didn't even know my alerts were on still for that. But anyway, you still would have to purchase both, A and B for each one. But at least they're more affordable. Like I was saying before, they're more affordable to purchase them. But I digress. I'm getting off topic. So I don't want people to think the matchmaking changes that are coming up are going to be similar to what update 2.0 had. I suggest everybody to try it out, see how it works out. If for whatever reason, if there's something in that game, in that update that you don't like, voice your opinion on their Discord channel. Let them know, hey, this is what I think, blah, blah, blah. Let them know, voice your opinion. It's obvious that they pay attention to the community, that they are listening. Because if not, then they could have just left the upgrade system the way it was. So voice your opinion. If they don't know, if they're not told, then they don't know. You know what I mean? So you have to voice your opinion. And once when enough people voice their opinions and they're like, okay, there's something going on, we need to look at this, which is what they did with the update 2.0 stuff with the upgrades. And you saw the change in that. It did take them about, like, I think 2 weeks, I think it was. And then they made the changes and they rolled out that patch. People got compensated for it. And I seen a few people that came back to the game because of the changes. So don't just think immediately, oh, this is going to ruin the game and jump ship and stuff. Now, I know I've made videos with that kind of, I guess, thought while I was making videos like that with the update 2.0. But like I said in those videos, I'm still going to give it a chance. I'm going to see how it is. I liked certain things about it. There's other things that I didn't like about it. And I've voiced my opinion on it. So I feel I helped with making that additional change of what they saw in the community as, okay, we did this wrong. We need to fix it. And they did. I feel like they did a really good job at doing that. But anyway, so let's see. The current matchmaking is off of the trophy range to match the pilot skills. So according to them, the way they look at it is if you have, like my Falcon right now, over 1,200 trophies, they would consider me a skilled pilot that pretty much knows what he's doing. I feel like I do know what I'm doing. I'm a very competent individual, but there are times when I go up against other like level 4 diamond players, and I still feel like I'm out of depths with that. So that's a little bit that's where the water gets a little murky. But I still don't understand. It doesn't say on there how matchmaking works with a group, at least not that I saw. Or maybe I misinterpreted something and missed it, but I think it's still going to go off of the person with the highest trophy count. And I think that's shouldn't do that. I think if anything, even this is kind of going to be messed up. That's where some tweaking may need to be done, is base it off of average trophy count. But I know that there's going to be people that are going to try to abuse the system or twist the system to their favor. So you could have 1 or 2 diamond players and then 3 players at like 600 trophy count. So then that's going to give the higher 2 or higher individual with the higher trophy count an advantage, so to speak. So that I think will be a little iffy. I don't know. That's just one suggestion I could think of, is just do an average trophy count. But like I said, I can see where that can be abused. That can be abused within the system. Let's see. The higher trophy count, you have the harder to get. Okay, so as of right now, people in higher trophy counts, matchmaking has found it to be harder to team them up with people, which is causing more bot matches. I think it's a combination of not as many players playing at that level, but also the players that had left the game because of update 2.0. So the player base has gotten smaller. And let's face it, I wouldn't even say, I mean, it has a good player base, but I feel like it can't really afford to lose a lot of players. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overlooking or what's the word I'm looking for? Just reading into it too much or overthinking it. In that kind of aspect of it, I'm not sure. But let me know, let me know if I'm incorrect or whatever. Call me out on it. That's fine. I don't mind being corrected. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I'm thinking is an issue, because before I didn't have that problem with getting into human battles as opposed to more bot battles now, which obviously as of right now, I don't mind those bot battles because that's where you can get more trophies. But we're going to dive into that a little bit more in a little bit. Okay, so they said that what some pilots do with the higher trophy counts, which I don't really see this happening, are people in higher trophy counts. What they'll do is that they'll drop into lower trophy counts just to play against people. I personally don't think that's happening. I think that whoever's in the higher trophy count is taking these bot matches just to support their trophy count. Because to me, that doesn't make sense for them to say, oh, well, they're dropping into lower trophy count or lower planes to get more battles, which I don't, like I said, I don't really see that. If they're thrown into bots as of right now, they get to farm for more trophies. So the idea for them dropping into lower trophy planes doesn't make sense, which is what they're saying. The reason why the longer queue times is that people are not flying in higher levels. So take that with what you will. All right. So some of the changes that are coming. So rank bans and shifting down. Most pilots will start the season at a higher rank than they finished in. You'll receive the Ace Coin reward for every rank you're granted. The season reset is changing. New reset points explained below, which there's a graph. So you know exactly where you'll start. Okay, here we go. So this is the graph that they're talking. It's changing. So this is where the trophy counts are changing. So as of right now, it's the top one. Starting on July 15th, it'll be the new season one. So everything is shifting. I know Tyler talked about it in the live stream that he had on Saturday. If you've seen the live stream, like I said, he's shown this before. So the shifting of the platinum and diamond levels are moving over. Grandmaster is still going to be at 15. So basically, bronze is starting at 75, but silver starts at 250. Gold starts at 500. Platinum starts at 750. Diamond starts at 1,000 now. So you're able to get higher ranks easier, but there's a twist to this, because it does say that it's not as easy to get the trophies as it is right now. So we'll go over that in a little bit. So you exactly know where you start. Okay, so the season reset is changing. New reset points explained below. See, diamond and above become one matchmaking pool, more real opponents at the top, which I believe means if you are in a level 8 plane that is a diamond trophy level, you could see level 20 planes that are diamond level. Now that's what I believe. That's not facts. That's just what I believe, because what they're doing is putting, if you have a diamond plane, let's see if I have any lower. Well, this is close. Well, technically. Okay, so my AF21 Borme at level 12 with the trophy count right now, this would be considered diamond. because with the newest layout, anything over 1,000 or 1,000 and above will be considered diamond. So my level 12 at diamond level, if I'm reading this correctly, is going to be put into that pool of diamond level airplanes. So that's any range from any plane that has, I mean, if you have a level 8 diamond, you can see potentially, I guess you can see up to 20 diamond, you know, a level 20 plane at diamond. Let me know if I'm misunderstanding that. I could be. I probably am, but that's what I'm thinking. Trophies only come from, oh yeah, that's another thing that's changing, is you're no longer able to get trophies on bot matches if your plane is at 1,000 trophies or above. So once when you get that 1,000 trophy mark, if you're thrown into a bot match, you're not going to get a trophy. You're not getting no trophies for it. You will still be able to do any kind of like the missions and stuff like that, daily missions, the flight pass missions. You'll still be able to do those. The only thing that you're not going to get would be trophies off of that battle. Keep that in mind. If you're trophy hunting and you're in an aircraft, now at that point it's a diamond aircraft. Keep that in mind, that if you get thrown in a bot match, you're not going to get any trophies for it. So high ranks now expect a competitive plane. What? Now expect a competitive plane. Expect plane levels are going up at high trophy counts. So daily win rewards are increasing. So higher ranks, same trophies. They have adjusted how many trophies you win and lose above platinum. So holding your rank and climbing past it now takes more reasonable win rate than before, with understanding that now this is one thing that I have an issue with. It's nothing major. So they're saying that the win rate before, you know, is a more reasonable win rate. Right now, I've been seeing a lot more like grandmasters and, you know, higher level players than what I am, whether I'm in a diamond or not. If I'm in a 20, I'm getting all kinds of freaking players. And I have issues with the bots that are on my team, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 bots. Either a lot of the time, the bots on my side are not the sharpest tool in the sheds, but yet theirs are. So it's kind of like my bots are on easy and their bots are on hard. So to me, that's not equal. If you are at a higher level plane and there's bots that are playing, those bots should automatically be put on difficult or hard, because like they're saying, you're at a higher level, you have a higher skill level, therefore you should be able to compete with those. That's just my opinion. That's just my thought. Regardless of if you're at a higher trophy count, you know, I'm not regardless, but if you're at a higher trophy count, if you're on a level 20 plane, the bots should automatically be set to hard. And please change, if it's air superiority, change it to where the bots go after the bases. I have seen so many times that the bots will just fly over it and not even flip the base. It's like, that is some basic stuff that should not be going on. I've lost so many battles to bots just flying by the base and not even checking it off. But that's just me. I don't know. Let's go back to this. So 1,000 or more trophies. You start at 1,000 diamond. Okay. Just trophies. Let me back it up a little bit. Now take it more. So if I'm reading this correctly, once when the season ends, which it shows here 3 days, all trophies, if over 1,000, if your plane is at over 1,000, 1227, whatever, at the start of the new season, every plane is going to be at 1,000, regardless of where it's at. Because I know before you would lose some trophies, but it wouldn't drop you down to 1,000. You would lose some trophies, but you're not going to be dropped down to 1,000. So now what they're doing at the end of the season, dropping all the planes down to 1,000. So let's, you know what, let me see something real quick. So for instance, go to leaderboards and let's go to aircrafts. And we'll do my RAF. So Tommy is currently number 1 with the RAF at 3,593 trophies. So if I'm reading this correct, his trophy count will drop from 3,593 down to 1,000. Which to me is going to make it a little bit more interesting. And it's going to shake this up a little bit, I think, to give other trophy or other players more of a chance to become that top player with specific aircrafts. My farmer 143. So this guy here 3,951. Look at that gap. Oh my god, that is a huge gap between them. So then, if I'm not mistaken, so he's going to be dropped down. Everybody will be dropped down to 1,000 trophies in each jet if it's over 1,000 trophies. If I'm reading this correct. So 1,000 or more trophies, you start at 1,000, which is diamond level 1. Everyone above the line begins the climb from the same starting grid. And so from, if your trophy count is 700 to the 999 trophy count, you drop 50 trophies and earn ace coins for the ground you gave up. Below 700 trophies, you keep every trophy, no reset. So 2 major resets with this then. If your trophy count is over 1,000, you will start the season at 1,000. If your trophy count is between 700 and 999 trophies, you will drop 50 trophies and earn ace coins for the ground that you gave up. That is interesting because that's going to make the diamond trophy count. That alone, I think, will make it more competitive on the diamond level aspect of it, because now everybody is going to be at that 1,000. And if they're hunting trophies for specific planes, they're going to be wanting to play them. So I think at the start, that's going to bring this up. That'll bring up the gameplay for any trophy or any plane that's over 1,000. Which I think is, honestly, I'm not mad at that. I think that's a good idea because of the fact, like I said, if you're hunting to be one of the top players with the aircraft, specific aircraft, this gives you more of a chance to achieve that goal. Because before they would lose trophy counts, yeah, but they would still remain up there to be one of the top pilots for that aircraft. So it's a hit for them, but not as bad of a hit for, say, me, for instance, at 411, trying to reach that level. I mean, you got 2,000. You got people that are like 3 times higher than what I'm making. So that's going to make it more competitive, I think, with that aspect of it. We've also raised the ace coin cap. Okay, this is good because I think before it was at like 3,000. I think for the ace coin is the cap. They raised it to 10,000. So nothing you're owed goes to waste. So here's a full example. Say the fish bed, or say you finish the season with the MiG-21 fish bed at 1,500 trophies. Your fish bed resets to 1,150 like normal, and you receive 68 ace coins. Then the new system kicks in and it sets it to 1,000. The new starting line under the new trophy ranks 1,000 trophies is no longer platinum 2. And your fish bed will start the season as diamond 1. That's interesting. So you get more ace coins because of it. But they're, like I said, they raised the ace coin cap to 10,000. If a plane sits below, okay, I read that one already. Everyone with planes that are 1,000 trophies or more will be in one single pool because their data states that their skill levels are similar. If you're in a plane that is over 1,000 trophy threshold and you're queued long enough, it will give you an option to go. Okay, yeah, this is another thing. So it gives you the option to go into a bot match if you want to. And just keep in mind, trophies are not earned in those maps or those battles against bots. But you still get to complete your flight pass mission, daily wins, pilot XP, master, and quests. So at high trophy counts, the matchmaker assumes your plane is leveled for that rank. If it isn't, you'll still be matched as though it were. We've raised those expectations this season, and we'll keep adjusting them as the leaderboard settles. Trophies will be harder, but your progress won't be. They are boosting the daily win rewards by 50%. So that's good. So expect tuning. This is very vital. This last part is very vital, and this will be the last of it. Expect tuning changes as they follow how the new matchmaker will work. If you want to voice your opinion or idea, excuse me, or idea about the game, go to metalstorm Discord and let them know. So they will be monitoring this and seeing how everything goes with the new matchmaking changes. Like I said, don't think that, oh my God, this is it. This is done for, blah, blah, blah. If there's something that you are not liking, or if you think that needs improvement or tweaking, let them know, because they are going to be monitoring this and they want you to let them know. So that way they can make the changes to make the game a more fair game and just a more balanced experience for everybody all around. It seems like that's just my thought, my ideas. This video is going to be a long one and I apologize for it, but I just wanted to make sure I had all my ducks in a row before I let this video out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it. Once again, let me know what you think about my intro video. I think it came out pretty good, but without further ado, that's going to be it for this one. So till next time, peace.